Hi. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the latest help. You know what? Just roll the damn intro. And welcome back. Thank you for tuning into the latest health review with me, Jordan Xavier. This is Just Jordan Television. I'm not really too happy right now, and we're going to get into it real quick. So, let's go. 3 months ago, I met this guy on the Boys and Girls Club. Now, if you don't know what the Boys and Girls Club is, yeah. I end up calling them and letting them know what's going on, and they go, well, they don't have any money to get on the bus. So I decided to take it upon myself to be able to give them $2 out of my money to therefore help them to get to where they need to go, because of course it was dinner on me. It was his birthday. But there's more. So my first impression when I meet this guy, he did mention he had to wear glasses. I don't really want too bothered about that because of course I need to wear glasses too, only to see far away, but not all the time. But the fact that his glasses on and his glasses off makes him look like two different individuals. I mean, his glasses were thick. And what I mean by thick is thick glasses. Ooh, pretty colors. Whee! He wasn't a bad individual looking at all. I mean, he was really skinny, really skinny, and he did dress appropriately for a day. You know, he had on some flats, some black shoes, and he had on a tan shirt. Whatever. The one issue that I had, number one, with him was the fact that he walked a little too slow. And what I mean by a little too slow is the fact that he walked behind me. And the fact that I wanted him to be beside me so that we can actually have a conversation while we're walking just didn't work out. I mean, even when I walked down a little bit slower, he managed to walk slower behind me. So, of course, I just kept walking my normal speed, because even if I walked a little slower to catch up with, for him to catch up with me, or me to catch up with him, it just wasn't working out, period. So, we finally get to the restaurant, everything is cool, we get to sit down, it's dim lighting, there's outside eating, and people are outside eating because it was gorgeous. So, whatever what have you, we're getting the menus, we're looking at the menu. I, of course, am starving because I had breakfast that morning, and had a little snack, had worked out, and hadn't had anything, and now it's about 5:30. So, I'm looking at the time, and I decided what I want. But then 5 minutes later, the waiter come by and say, excuse me, gentlemen, you ready to decide what you want to eat? I said, sure, I'm ready. And he goes, no, I'm not ready. Okay, I said, excuse me, Marcus, give us another 5 minutes. So Marcus leaves and goes away, and I ask him, well, you know, ask me whatever you see on the menu that you are curious about, and I'll let you know if it's good, because I've eaten here since I was 21, and the food here is fabulous, and I can tell you, except you don't want to do seafood, because of course, like me, I don't really want to do seafood in a place that does seafood. That's just my thing, period. So the waiter comes back, and I realize it's been 5 minutes later. So he's still looking at the menu, and it's been 10 minutes later. 10 minutes later becomes 15. Becomes 20. Becomes 22 minutes. When he finally decides when he wants to eat, and now the whole damn time he was sitting there looking at the menu, he decides he wants to have the chicken finger platter. Are you fucking kidding me? You spent 22 of my goddamn minutes looking at a menu to tell me you only wanted a chicken finger platter. Oh my god. Ah! Okay, but I calmed down. It was no biggie. He decides what he wants to eat. The waiter finally comes 5 minutes later, which of course add that to the 22 minutes. 22 minutes plus 5, and boom. That's how long we were sitting there before we even got to put in our order. Issue that I had, of course, was the fact that every time I tried to convey into a conversation with him, he wanted to put out his cell phone and play with his touchscreen phone. Of course, because he just bought it, and he decided that playing with the new phone was better than having a conversation with the person who's right across from you. Bitch, do you have any manners? I mean, really, do you not know when you go out with someone, it is disrespectful to pull out your cell phone and completely whatsoever to have an intelligent conversation with someone across the table from you? I mean, the fact that is that I went ahead out of my way, or basically to take you out for your birthday, and you couldn't give me the decency or the humanity to, of course, engage in any kind of intelligent conversation. And the fact that I wanted to engage in intelligent conversation, you kept giving me Beaky Buzzard tea. And as I sat at this table looking at this man, I kept thinking to myself, there must be something wrong with this man. I mean, he is not all too bright upstairs. He looks a little slow. I mean, he responded slow. He walked slow. He talked slow. And it made me cry. So the waiter comes back, brings the food, drops the food down. I begin to eat it. Of course, I had a burger with fries and onion rings. I go ahead, put everything together on the bun, and I go ahead and start eating it. He gets his plate. He's eating it slowly. But can we rewind back for a minute? There was one part of that I forgot to tell y'all that was crazy. When Marcus came back with the bread, half a loaf, mind you, and we went ahead and split it down the middle, I went ahead and ate my bread very quickly. Why? Because I was hungry. I mean, I was hungry. Precious, I am hungry. This Negro proceeds to eat bread slowly. And then when he's done, got the nerve to have butter and crumb stains on his lips and doesn't even dab his mouth. And I'm sitting there looking at him for 5 minutes wondering, is he gonna wipe his face and mouth? He was just sitting there mumbling conversation, not even thinking to wipe his mouth, which of course tells me that he has poor table etiquette to start with. But anyway, fast forward. Okay, so we're sitting there. I'm already done with my plate. The plate is gone. No, I don't want no tea, no coffee, no dessert. He's still eating his plate. So while he switches his hand with the other finger, he decides to take his hand that he was eating the greasy chicken finger platters with, and he is touching my leg on the table, like rubbing his pants. So now I'm getting like creased grease stains on my pants. Did you just wipe your nasty motherfucking hands on my fucking flags? Really, ho? Really? Really? Oh. Okay. So the waiter comes back. I give him my card. Because I said, get the check. Get the fucking check back. This nigga across the table decided to tell me, do I have a bag? Nigga, did you see me come with a bag? Did you? Did you see me come with any kind of plastic book bag or trash bag or white bag or laundry bag or gift bag or any bag whatsoever? Because he doesn't have any ketchup at home and he wants to go ahead and steal the ketchup from the restaurant. So it's time to go. I want to go. But he's still eating. Slowly. And he hasn't even gotten to the coleslaw yet. Of course he doesn't want to eat it on the fries because the fries got cold. Well, if you ate the fries faster and had ate them when they were hot when they came to the table, then it wouldn't be cold and nasty. But guess who's going to pay for it? I did. So of course the bill came to $29.82 and I went ahead and paid $4 tip. Boom. Time to go. And of course, children, understand, do not mess with the Boys and Girls Club because it will get you into trouble and you will have an awful good time. It was the date from Planet Idiot. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Latest However You Join This Baby right here on Just Join Television.